Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Since you made it to the second video, I'm assuming you probably found the first one useful in a way. I'm, by the way, sorry if it was too long. Like, some things, they have to be broken down in order to make sense for whoever's taking songwriting seriously, or assuming it's gonna be their, like, I don't know, like maybe profession, I don't know, in future. So anyways, I'll try to make videos shorter from now on, and like maybe feed in more content by not taking forever to explain things. So what we're going to be doing today we're going to be talking about the role of an instrumental. We already touched the base in the previous video where I said that a good instrumental is the instrumental that gonna give you an inspiration of what your vocal melody is gonna be like. So before we try to maybe see it practically, I'm going to share a bit of my experience from before. So I remember in one of the auditions, it was just someone was like, okay, so let's try to write a song today, like, so for you guys to understand what's exactly happening when you were trying to write a good song. So like, you have to be interesting right from the very first second. So let's just come up with an idea. Somebody was like, okay, so like, I sat on the bench in the park. And they're like, okay, so this is our first line, so what happens after? What would be the second line? And somebody was like, oh, and the leaves were falling around, didn't sound good. Oh, the weather was great, didn't sound good. Oh, I was feeling sad before, that's why I wanted to be alone, kind of getting there. Still not good enough. Then somebody was like, oh, and someone sat beside me, and they were like, oh yeah, okay, this sounds good. I sat on the bench in the park, I was alone, someone sat beside me. Is that a good song? I don't know. No, right? You would be like, it doesn't sound good. Okay, so here's the thing, song doesn't sound good. Now what if we put these lyrics on the instrumental written by someone who knows how to write instrumentals? Big instrumental, for example, I was sitting in the park, then you came beside me, you sat near, like, as you can hear, an instrumental gives a completely different vibe to the lyrics. It makes it more interesting, it makes it more intriguing. It makes you want to keep on listening to it. So it's very important to like maybe have that feeling that a certain type of lyrics is gonna sound good with the right instrumental. So instrumental that I used, you probably found did sound good without being produced. That's what you're looking for. So when you want to write a good instrumental, the guidance I would use here is it should sound good without being produced. So just remember, production should add energy, should make already sounding good instruments sound even better. But it should sound good in the first place. So if you think that you will come up with instrumental that sounds very questionable to you, and then you put some production on it, is gonna make it sound good? Most likely not. So if you tell me right now, oh, you know what, some big songs, it's actually doesn't. It sounds very boring if you played it with the piano, but production actually made it sound great. Well, yes, but don't forget that those songs were written by people that been in the big industry for years. They already know exactly how to they probably knew what exactly instrumental should sound like to give that particular production that's gonna make it sound so good. So you as the beginner, you should learn and you should start with developing that skill of creating the instrumental that sounds good enough right from the beginning, before any production is done. Instrumental, number one rule, should sound good before any production. You're probably going to ask me, so what's the example? So right away, I'm assuming you just have passion for songwriting, you have passion for music, you wanna excel in actually and trying to make good material. So instrumental does not have to be really complicated. You don't have to come up with something like with both hands, like you were given that crazy harmonies and combinations of chords, and like, no, once again, you have to develop that skill of make it simple and interesting right from the beginning. So what I came up with today, like before I made the video, was like, what can I use as an example? So for example, what I came up with was just like maybe like lower. So I played this melody and lyrics, and the vocal melody just came on my mind, came into my head. So it's you who taught me not to hide, and step over my horizon. Let it out, both dark and bright, that my body has no eyes on. I would never even thought I could break myself to cross the line. Let the fear into a field of love. And then, like, I didn't really run out of the ideas, and since like I'm not going to record this, I'm not going to work on it, so like I didn't finish it. You're probably gonna be like, well, it sounds good enough, why wouldn't you just try to like make it sound better, maybe hire the singer, because as you can tell, like I'm a bad singer, right? So and just make it sound good. That's what you exactly been talking about, a song that sounds good enough without any production. Here's the tricky part. You remember in my first video I told you that it's these days it's harder to write a good song compared to 10 years ago or 20 years ago or 30 years ago. So the song that I just showed you now would be a good song 10 years ago. I kind of hear it, like, you know, people are interested in it, like, you know, 10 years ago. I don't really see anyone would wanna work on this song, put their voice on this song, put their production. I'm talking about, like, for example, big names, right? I present the song, and big producers and big singers would not find this song I don't know, like good enough in the reality of 2026. they would be like, okay, so yeah, maybe in 2016, like there would be a good song. It's not like it's a bad song, but like, you know, people would want to work on it back then. These days, and like, you know, here is the thing. It's the sense that I have, it's the feeling that I have developed over the years. I just can write a piece and tell if it is worth working on, or not. If it's like, you know, not going anywhere. So yes, I just wrote it and that's it. I'm not gonna finish the song. I'm not gonna come up with chorus. That's it. It's not gonna go anywhere. I, by the way, years ago would be taken personal if I would just like work on a piece, like bring it to the studio, show it to the producer, and they would be like, I don't know. It never feels good. I'll be honest with you now, I don't care. If I would bring song for audition now or to the studio and somebody would be like, you know, dude, like honestly, it's just like I don't feel like it's worth putting any hours into it, effort into it. Cool, all good, no problem. This is the sign of professionalism when you are able to understand that other people see the song in a more, how to say, in a more objective way than you do. You see it as something you put an effort in. You put, like, you know, like the kid that you raised, you've been buying clothes, you've been paying for school, and then somebody's like, oh, okay, so your kid is dumb. He's not good in math. Like, you know, things like that. You're like, no, my kid is genius because you put lots of effort into a kid. Same as with a song, you put in time into it, you put an effort into it, you put ideas, your soul sometimes, like wrote an emotional message, and then someone's like, nah, I don't know, doesn't catch me. And you're like, yo, here's the thing, develop that skill of like, okay, if you think it's not good enough, it's not good enough. If, according to you, but if like few people are saying that it's not good enough, then it's just not good enough. In order to make sure you don't write music that is good for 2016, but it's actually good for the reality of 2026, you need to stay open-minded and force yourself to constantly listen to the new material. Songs that just been released, keep up with the trend, keep up with the current changes in the music industry, see what the what ideas people come up with. Don't always go back to what you already like. Always search for something new. So what I usually do, I just open YouTube and just like check the like whatever was whatever new is released. I see that could get used to this. Jessie Ware, 19 hours ago, 65,000 views. Sure, let's give it a try.
This is what I know. Step into my secret garden. It's not impossible to bloom and grow, 'cause everyone deserves their flowers. I'll only do it if I wanna. Got you hot under the collar. Feel like burning up my aura. Just the corner. I could get used to this. Tonight will satisfy my every want. I could get used to this, 'cause you're the one I wanna be the feels right.
So I can be used to this because you're the one I want to be alone with. I have to admit, song goes as like more interesting as it it progresses. That's, by the way, not my that's not the way that's not the way I like songs to sound. There's some Doja Cat influence here, you can tell. It is very well written, but the like from the beginning we see kind of intriguing visual, obviously, but then song kicks in.
Step into my secret garden.
Step into my secret guidance. What is that? It's not impossible. Everyone deserves the flowers. I don't know, like it's like here's the thing, like I would not write the song like that, because it's just not the it's not the music that I like. But here's the thing, someone wrote it, it's got like 65,000 views in 19 hours, so people like it. So it's very important to find your sound, what you would wanna work on, like, you know, what kind of stuff would you wanna write. So like good song. Here's the thing, I'll pass on it, I'll just like look for something else. Another thing is like I'm trying to find the song that will give you a good understanding of what I've been talking about earlier, like what exactly simple but strong instrumental would sound like. So I just kept on, like, I don't know, searching around YouTube. So I found this music video, Arlo Parks, Two-Sided, released 10 days ago, 530,000 views. Good result. Okay, so let's like I like the song. Let me dive deeper into it.
January is here for fans like you and me. Fans who play blackjack, roulette.
I think it has a stronger beginning than the song we listened to earlier. She looks like Halsey, yeah, in a way. You know how I feel, tell me it's two-sided. Ooh, not bad. Yes, so like you see, like it's not like so instrumental. What was it? Like it's simple, right? Like they write something simple and they wrote a cool song on top of it. You know how I feel, tell me it's two-sided. Kind of cool, yeah. Like, you know how I feel, tell me it's two-sided. Like that's what I'm saying. It's not like there was nothing crazy. The song we listened before, like the production, oh brother, like, and then this one is really simple, but then they just put like awesome like lyrics on it, like vocal melody, And look at the result. 10 days, 530,000 views. Wanna like maybe like dive a bit deeper into it, like you remember Decibels, you stay on my mind. Similar, yeah. What I like about her, she's not trying to be pretentious. She's trying not to be like talented and artistic. She's sincere. That's what makes it so. That's what makes song good. Like, you know, she's very sincere about what she's singing. She feels the instrumental. She feels the situation she's describing in her song. Co-production, a little bit. A little bit from like old school, not like old school, but like 2000s R&B there. You know how I feel. I really like the line, tell me how I feel. And you know, by the way, I think it sounds really cool because of the instrumental. You know how I feel, tell me, is two-sided. With that instrumental, it sounds like much stronger than it would sound like, you know, a cappella. Okay, anyways, I hope my message is delivered in this video, and thank you for watching.